Well, I'm in my motorhome and I'm thinking of summer, those blisteringly hot days where I'm going to have trouble getting to sleep. Well, if you've got an aircon system, good for you, but I haven't. I'm reduced to using something like this, a new fan that I've discovered. It's 12 volts, plug it into any lighter socket. It's got two positions, low and high. And it really is remarkably effective considering it's just running on 12 volts. I can't show you, but can you hear that? Anyway, you can put it down on the table or you can hang it up. And when you're asleep, you won't notice the noise anyway. It's an awful lot cheaper than aircon too, just around £25. A lot of people ask me, what's the difference between a fridge and a 12 volt cool box? Well, you can't lift up a fridge with one hand for a start. This is a typical 12 volt cool box, it's 18 litres. You can see it's really well insulated. It works using what's called a Peltier module, and Peltier modules were originally designed to keep the guidance systems of missiles cool during flight. It's a real space age product. What it does, it cools the contents of the box down to around 15 to 20 degrees centigrade below the ambient temperature. That's the temperature outside. So on a day like this, when it's about 60, 70 degrees Fahrenheit, it's going to bring the contents of the box down to around 40 degrees Fahrenheit. Work it out for yourself if you use centigrade. They work very well indeed, but they use a little bit of current, 4 amps an hour on average, which is not good if you're parked up and standing still. However, fill this up with food or with drink before you go on a trip. Keep it plugged in while you're on the road, and then when you get to where you're going, simply unplug it. Make sure you've got it all closed, and it's very easy to take it down to the beach, and you know you've got a box full of coldness. It's great. It's a really good little product to have. You can get cheap ones, you can get good ones. You really do get what you pay for. But if you do buy one, don't pay less than £50, don't pay more than £150. Pay around £75 is my advice. Several people have asked me to have a look at the new automatic portable satellite system, the Snipe. Here it is in all its glory. It is completely portable. It comes in this rugged and chunky case. Now then, how does it work? Well, it's very simple. We've got a remote control here with a whole selection of satellites. You can see if I press the button, I can select Hotbird, Astra 1, Astra 3, and so forth. Well, for most people, Astra 2 is going to be the satellite of choice. And when I've chosen it, I then press OK. And with any luck, we should get some action. Here we go, the Snipe, it turns round, it elevates, and it's aiming pretty much at the satellite now. Let's see what it does. Okay, this is skewing, it's moving the actual dish in a rotational direction, and here we have a picture. It's now doing its final adjustments. That's it. It's simple, isn't it? So how do you connect the Snipe up? Well, it's got two cables coming out of the base here. One of them goes to a satellite receiver or your television if that has a satellite receiver built into it, and the other cable goes to the remote control, which in turn has a 12 volt outlet going down here to a 12 volt supply. It really is very simple to operate. It's not very, very light, but it's quite portable enough for most people. And if you want a satellite system, an automatic satellite system that doesn't require a tripod, that you don't have to keep on the roof of your caravan or motorhome, then this could fit the bill. When the time comes to bring the dish down, you just press the red button here. Now, as you may know, there have been a lot of changes to the way satellite TV is transmitted in recent months, and there'll be a lot more changes over the coming months and into 2014. What that means is that the Snipe will be fine for picking up British TV all over the United Kingdom and Ireland, and in France down as far as about Bordeaux or so. That's just a guess, but it's a pretty good guess, I reckon. Once you get further south and into pretty much anywhere in Europe, you'll still have a choice of things to watch thanks to the selection of satellites on the remote control. You'll be able to get British News, Sky News, BBC News, just about anywhere in Europe, as well as a whole lot of other stuff. Well, as you can see, the Snipe really does work. It works very well indeed. And at £699 or so, I think it's really good value for money. See you next time with more accessories.